Cooking with Matt. I'm Matt. Let's make homemade marshmallows. Our first step, as always, is to wash our hands, because cleanliness is key. You can see that the soap on the right is almost empty. That's because I'm always washing my hands. I take cleanliness very seriously. The finest ingredients for these homemade marshmallows. Let's begin. We're going to prep a circular dish with vegetable oil and powdered sugar. Once we're done, these marshmallows are going to be very sticky, so lubricating our dish is key. Now that we have good lubrication around our dish with vegetable oil, we can move on to the powdered sugar.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I'll be using a colander to drop our powdered sugar into the pan. This will spread it evenly. This colander had perfect coverage, just like a great football defense. Now, using my hands, I'll coat the sides of the pan to get the powdered sugar there too. This is perfect. Now we'll move it to the side and start to prepare our ingredients. Ready for ingredients. We'll be adding various things to this clear bowl and this pot. We'll start with a half cup of water into the clear bowl. Next is 2 packets of gelatin. If I can ever get the measuring cups to stay on the table, we can get to the gelatin. Here we go. We'll do a small stir of this water and gelatin, then put it to the side to let it settle. Now, on to the pot. This is where the magic happens. Again, a half cup of water. 1.5 cups of sugar. In goes the sugar. And then 1 cup of corn syrup. This is the secret sauce to these marshmallows. The corn syrup is very thick, but we got it eventually. Now we'll do a light stir to blend everything together.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Now, a quick trip to wash my hands. They're very sticky after touching the corn syrup. Then we'll be able to see how we're looking. Oh yeah, that's looking good, and that's fantastic too. Off to the stove. We're gonna wanna cook this sugar and corn syrup on medium heat to 240 degrees. We'll do another gentle stir until all the sugar is dissolved, and then we'll let it be. I have no thermometer, but I have an old trick to know if our sugar is ready at 240 degrees. I'm going to take a little out and put it into a cold cup. If the sugar instantly dissolves, it's not hot enough. If it forms a soft ball, it's perfect. And if it forms a hard ball, it's too hot. This dissolved, so I'll have to let it cook for a few more minutes. Roughly 5 minutes later, let's see if we're any closer. Just a little bit into an ice cold glass of water. We'll take it out, and this is perfect. You can see how it rolls into a nice soft ball. This means our sugar is the perfect temperature and ready to mix. Now is when I need to show off my skills. When the big lights come on, I'm ready to perform. They call me Big Lights Matt. I'm gonna have to mix this 240 degree sugar with our gelatin. Here we go. Slowly, we're gonna pour the sugar in while slowly stirring. Once all the sugar is poured in, we'll stir faster. Now I can stir faster. Cheetah mode, some would say. Quick trip to put the pot back on the stove so I don't have to hold it. And then we'll get back to stirring. This is going to take a lot of stirring. I don't think I knew what I was signing up for when I started, but here we are. This stirring will test my arm strength. The marshmallows are cooling off and starting to thicken. This increases the friction and resistance in my stirring. My arms are starting to burn, but I'm going to have to keep pushing through because I know there's a reward at the end. The texture of our marshmallows are coming together nicely. Lots and lots of stirring. I'm starting to get fatigued, but I will keep pushing. I am strong. Now that we're close, I'm going to add some vanilla for flavoring and a little salt for balance. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons, but this ice cream scooper should get close enough. And now some salt. Back to stirring. After much more stirring, we're finally ready. Look at that consistency. That's a perfect marshmallow trail. All that work, I think I deserve a little taste. That is actually incredible. I can't believe how good that actually is. And it's going to be even better once we're all completed. Quick trip to wash my hands because cleanliness is key. And things are about to get sticky. Time to bring out the dish we powdered sugared earlier. We'll pour this marshmallow batter into that pan. This is really thick and really sticky, so this will be something to see. I want to get as much as I can into the cookie pan. That'll make more marshmallows later. But with how sticky this is, it's a real challenge. Usually, using my hands is very effective, but in this case, all it did was create marshmallow spider webs. Now I have them everywhere. Whoa! The marshmallow is so sticky, I can hold the spoon up in my hand. I can't believe just how sticky all this is. Everything I touch just globs into spider webs. I think I've done all I can. So I'll do one quick trip to wash my hands after touching all the marshmallows because cleanliness is key, and then we'll be able to move on. Because of how sticky these marshmallows are, we're gonna have to let it set for 4 hours. So I'll set the timer and we'll see you then. After a quick nap and a run to the grocery store, the 4 hours is up and we're ready to look at our marshmallows. They settled perfectly. They're hard to the touch, but sticky. We can now prepare them. Everything needs to be covered in powdered sugar. The powdered sugar takes the stickiness away. So I'm going to cover the top and my hands and rub everything in powdered sugar. This colander spreads it perfectly. Ready to cut. Using this knife, we're just going to push straight down into the marshmallows. Do not do cutting motions. That would not be good. Once we get pieces of marshmallows out, we're going to place them in powdered sugar too. That way the sides get covered. Look at that marshmallow. It's perfectly made. It stretches great and it tastes fantastic too. It takes a lot to impress myself, but I've done it. This is so good. Most store brand marshmallows are cardboardy and tough, but not mine. It's sweet and tasty and fluffy. So good. I'll just keep cutting and get all our marshmallows onto a plate. I can't believe how great these marshmallows turned out. They are now one of my favorites. No homemade marshmallows would be complete without roasting and making s'mores. So I went outside and made a fire. Let's roast some marshmallows. Some people like their roasted marshmallows just brown. I like mine burnt and caught on fire, so I'm gonna put it right in the flame. Since there's no preservatives in these marshmallows, it doesn't catch on fire like a store brand one. But it's still roasting great. Some graham crackers and Hershey's chocolate from Hershey, Pennsylvania will take these s'mores to another level. Let's eat. This is so good. I would recommend everybody make homemade marshmallows. They're so good. Well, thank you for joining me today as we made homemade marshmallows. They turned out great. Like and subscribe to all my videos. God bless.